Welcome back, everybody. Ready to dive deep into some chess?
Always ready. Sounds like a good time to me.
Today we're taking a close look at the 16th Inari Penang Chess Festival,
Yeah.
which wrapped up last week.
Oh, yeah. Big one.
Exactly. This wasn't just a small local thing. We had 210 players from all over the world right there in the heart of Georgetown, Penang.
Yeah, and looking at all these articles and results, even some personal stories we dug up, you really get a sense of the energy at this festival. It's become pretty prestigious.
Well, and the headlines coming out of Penang last week were hard to miss.
I know, right?
So where do we even start with this one?
Well, you really can't talk about the Penang Chess Festival without talking about Ko Tian.
Can't argue with that. The 15-year-old local prodigy.
The one and only. He won the open section, 7.5 points. Incredible.
I read about that. It sounds like he just completely dominated.
He was amazing.
Didn't he take on some pretty big international players, too?
Absolutely. Like international master Evgeny Stambuliak from Russia, the very experienced Filipino player Heridas Pasqua, and even FIDE master Joseph Thealphus-Terher.
Oh, wow, from Indonesia.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a real contender,
She
Ralph.
got it. Those victories are why he got the championship. But they also boosted his FIDE rating by 7.3 points. So now he's got a performance rating of 2455.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta ask. For those of us who aren't quite chess masters, could you break that rating down a bit?
Yeah, of course. So FIDE, which is the International Chess Federation, they use a ranking system for players based on how well they do in tournaments. The stronger the player, the higher the rating.
Got it.
And a performance rating. Well, that's calculated from the player's results at a specific tournament. Goes up and down based on how tough their opponents are.
Ah, I see. Makes sense. So for UTN to be so young and get a performance rating of 2455.
It really shows his skill and potential. He's exceptional.
Totally. Now, wasn't this his second big win last year?
You are remembering correctly. He also won the Malaysian Open earlier last year. That was another historic win. A Malaysian hadn't won that title in 18 years.
Wow. This kid is on fire. It's incredible to see that kind of young talent coming up right here in Penang.
It really is.
But the festival wasn't all about one champion, though, was it?
Yeah.
Were there any other notable performances we should talk about?
Well, UTN definitely stole the show. But there were other impressive players, too. Isaac Tan won the challenger section. 7.5 points for him, too. Shows his potential.
For sure.
Chu Ming Thomas Ho got the top veteran award with 6 points. Proves experience and good strategy can still win out.
Sounds like it was a pretty exciting tournament. Though I have to wonder, were there any challenges the organizers faced?
Well, one challenge was the timing. It overlapped with the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It probably kept some grandmasters from joining, understandable.
Definitely. Did it affect the tournament overall?
I wouldn't say so. The organizers, Madame C. Sui C, and the rest, did a fantastic job. Really positive and competitive atmosphere.
That's good to hear.
And the new sponsor, Inari, helped a lot. It meant an improved venue, even live broadcasting of the matches, added a whole new level of excitement to the event.
Wow, that's impressive. Sounds like they're working hard to promote chess in Penang.
They really are. And that leads us to something else really interesting about this festival, the focus on inclusivity.
Oh.
One of our sources tells a story about Ainul Mardia. She's a 14-year-old autistic player who is also the Malaysian women's chess champion. Her story shows how chess can actually be really good for people on the autism spectrum.
You know, I've heard about that before, how the strategy and pattern recognition in chess is supposed to be helpful for people with autism.
It's true. This source even mentioned that autistic children are often calmer and more focused when they play chess. Shows the power of the game to engage different minds and promote well-being. Plus, the Penang Chess Association supports things like Lions International Chess for the Disabled.
Really emphasizes that inclusivity.
Exactly.
It's really inspiring. Sounds like the Penang Chess Festival is about a lot more than just competition.
It really is. It's about loving the game, creating opportunities, and celebrating the community that chess brings together.
It's fascinating. So where do we go from here? What else did you find interesting in all of this material?
Well, there's this one story. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. It involves a first for Malaysian chess. Could even change how we experience the game in the future.
Okay, now you've got me hooked. Tell me more.
So you remember Yunus Matov Hakim? He was that unrated player who had a fixed board for the whole tournament.
The name sounds familiar. I can't quite place it, though. Why the special treatment for him?
Well, Hakeem was actually live streaming all his matches during the festival.
Oh, wow.
We're seeing more of this internationally,
Yeah.
like those popular chess YouTubers, the Botez sisters, Hikaru Nakamura. They're bringing the game to a whole new online audience.
Right. But for Malaysian chess,
It's definitely a first.
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
It's amazing how technology is changing how we experience things, even chess. But think about it. Playing in a tournament and streaming every single move, that's got to be some serious pressure.
Yeah.
How did Hakeem do?
Incredibly well. Remember, he was unrated going into this.
Right.
And he finished with a performance rating of 2020. So his initial official ELO rating will probably be over 2,000.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Very respectable, especially for someone just starting out.
That's impressive. Okay, so just to clarify, the performance rating is like a temporary snapshot of how strong a player is,
Right. Yeah.
just based on that specific tournament.
Exactly.
And the ELO rating is the official one, more permanent ranking.
You got it. And his performance suggests Hakeem could really become a strong competitive player. But even beyond that,
Yeah.
this whole live streaming thing, it could change the game for Malaysian chess, attract new players, sponsors, media attention. It's really exciting to think about the possibilities.
I agree. I wonder if live streaming will become a regular thing at future Penang chess festivals. Imagine the whole world watching these incredible players go head-to-head. But okay, let's not forget the people behind the scenes, all the hard work that went into making this happen. Our sources mentioned a few key individuals.
Oh, absolutely. Madam C. Sweesey, the president of the Penang Chess Association and tournament director, she was essential. Secured sponsorships, organized logistics, made sure everything ran smoothly.
Sounds like a huge job.
And then you have people like Saiful Asiraf, the deputy chief arbiter, handled all the technical stuff like the live broadcasts, and Hamid Majid, the famous veteran arbiter. He served as chief arbiter.
Wow. With the live streaming on top of everything else, it must have been a massive effort to coordinate.
For sure. And let's not forget the volunteers, student helpers, all those unsung heroes. They made the festival a success.
Their dedication really shows the passion and commitment within the Penang chess community. Speaking of commitment, we can't wrap up without mentioning the Penang Blitz Championship. That fast-paced format, always a nail-biter. Po Yu Tien added another trophy to his collection, didn't he?
He did. Even in blitz chess, that high-pressure, super-fast format,
Yeah.
he still showed his mastery.
It's crazy.
Defeated some really strong players, too, like Chua Ki-feng, Brighton Tanzahao, Sanket Chakravarti, and Pavel Shkupenko.
Weren't those last two top contenders in the open section too?
They were.
Blitz chess is such a different game than classical chess, though.
It is.
Could you explain the main differences for our listeners who might not be familiar with it?
Sure. So in classical chess, you have way more time to think, deep strategy, planning it all out. But blitz chess, you usually only have a few minutes for the entire game.
Wow.
You need lightning-fast reflexes, sharp tactical awareness, and the ability to make good decisions under pressure.
Sounds intense.
It is. And the fact that UTN won both the Open and Blitz championships shows how versatile he is as a player. Incredible adaptability.
He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. But beyond his skill, I think this whole festival really tells us a lot about chess in Penang. The focus on inclusivity, those technological advancements, the organizers' dedication. What are your overall thoughts?
Yeah, it's been a really fascinating look at this festival. What gets me is this sense of momentum surrounding chess in Penang.
I know what you mean.
Like you have this young prodigy changing everything we thought we knew, and a really dedicated organization pushing for growth and those cool innovations like the live streaming.
It does feel like Penang is becoming a real center for chess. In Malaysia, maybe even internationally. And this might be the first time a Penangite has won the Open in all 16 years of the festival.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Po Yutin is just rewriting the record books. And he's so young. I mean, winning the Malaysian Open last year, too. A title a Malaysian hadn't won in 18 years. He's showing a whole new generation what's possible. He's a real inspiration, for sure. But it's not all on him. The Penang Chess Association deserves a ton of credit, too. They're committed to building this vibrant chess culture. And their plans to work with the state education department. Setting up chess clubs in schools. That's huge.
It's a really interesting idea. It sounds like they're not just trying to create champions, they want to show chess to everyone and highlight how it can help you learn.
Exactly. They believe chess teaches valuable skills. Strategic thinking, problem solving, decision making. Those are good for everyone, not just competitive players. It's about loving the game, seeing how it can help your mind develop. Who knows, maybe some future chess stars will come right out of those school clubs.
That would be amazing to see. It's exciting to think about the impact this could all have on the chess community. in Penang, maybe even beyond. I think what's really impressive is their dedication to making chess accessible to everybody. Young kids, veterans, pros, casual players, everyone.
Yeah, that inclusivity is what makes it so special. They're breaking down barriers, creating a place where everyone can enjoy chess and experience the challenge. And they're doing it all with this spirit of innovation, like with the live streaming we were talking about.
So after all this, what's the main thing you hope our listeners take away from our deep dive into the Penang Chess Festival?
For me, it's that sense of possibility. Everything feels possible right now. Po Yutien becoming this amazing player, the organizers and their dedication. Even just the power of chess itself to bring people together and help them grow. It's all a reminder that chess is more than just a competition. It's a journey of learning, strategy, community.
That's a great way to put it. And it makes me wonder, could Malaysia actually become a major player in the world of chess? With organizations like the Penang Chess Association supporting it, with young talents like Po Yutien leading the way?
It's definitely something to think about. The potential is there, the passion is clear. The future of chess in Malaysia, yeah, it's looking pretty bright.
It really is. And on that note, we'll leave you with this thought. What role could chess play in your life? It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned player or just curious. There's always something new to discover in the world of chess. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Penang Chess Festival.